There's something absolutely magical about white flowers. They're not flashy, yet they stand out in the most graceful way. White blooms bring a sense of peace, balance, and timeless beauty to any garden, whether you're designing a colorful landscape and neat contrast, or you want an all-white moon garden that glows softly under the moonlight. In this video, we'll look at 20 of the most beautiful white flowers that can completely transform your garden into a peaceful paradise. From delicate ground covers to bold statement blooms, there's a perfect white flower for every type of gardener. So, let's dive right in. 1. White roses, the symbol of purity. Let's start with the queen of all flowers, the white rose. White roses symbolize purity, love, and innocence. They're timeless and elegant, fitting both romantic and modern gardens. Varieties like Iceberg, White Knockout, and Pope John Paul II are incredibly popular. Plant them in full sun, water regularly, and prune to maintain shape. Their lush blooms and soft fragrance make them perfect for garden borders or centerpiece shrubs. You can even grow climbing varieties along trellises or arches for a dreamy effect. Gardenia, the fragrant beauty. Few flowers can match the intoxicating fragrance of gardenias. Their creamy white petals look like velvet, and the scent is strong enough to perfume your entire yard. Gardenias prefer warm climates, partial shade, and slightly acidic soil. Keep the soil moist but not soggy. Because they're evergreen, their glossy green leaves look beautiful even when the plant isn't blooming. Place them near windows, patios, or entrances where you can enjoy that signature scent. Jasmine, sweet and starry. Jasmine vines are famous for their sweet, lingering fragrance, especially the white varieties like Arabian jasmine or star jasmine. These plants produce small, star-shaped flowers that look delicate but are surprisingly hardy. Jasmine thrives in full sun to partial shade and loves climbing on trellises, fences, or pergolas. At night, their perfume becomes stronger, making them perfect for evening gardens. Lily of the Valley, the woodland gem. Tiny, bell-shaped, and incredibly fragrant, that's the lily of the valley. This low-growing perennial thrives in shaded, cool areas, making it ideal for planting under trees or along shaded paths. Each stem holds multiple small white bells that dangle gracefully, creating a soft, fairy tale feel. It spreads quickly through rhizomes, forming a lush carpet of green leaves and white flowers in spring. Caution though, it's toxic if ingested, so plant it away from pets or children. 2. White tulips, spring elegance. Nothing says spring quite like tulips. White tulips, in particular, bring sophistication to garden beds, containers, and borders. Varieties like White Emperor or Maureen bloom beautifully in cool climates. They prefer full sun and well-drained soil. You can plant them in groups for a snow-white display or mix them with colorful tulips for contrast. Once they bloom, they make stunning cut flowers for indoor arrangements too. 6. White hydrangea, the cloud-like bloom. Hydrangeas are showstoppers, especially the white varieties like Annabelle or Incredible. Their huge, globe-shaped blooms can reach up to a foot across. They bloom from summer to early fall and love partial shade with rich, moist soil. White hydrangeas are great for borders, fences, or as foundation plants near patios. Their blooms also dry beautifully, so you can preserve them for decorations. Peace lily, the symbol of serenity. The peace lily is one of those plants that perfectly blends beauty with meaning. Its white spathes resemble elegant flags of peace rising from glossy green leaves. Though often grown indoors, peace lilies can also thrive in shaded outdoor areas in warm climates. They love humidity and indirect light, and they also help purify the air. Place them near sitting areas, shaded patios, or water features for a tropical and peaceful vibe. White hibiscus, tropical charm. The white hibiscus brings a bold, exotic feel to your garden. Its large trumpet-shaped blooms can span several inches across, often with a soft yellow or pink center. This plant thrives in warm weather and full sun. It loves moisture and looks stunning as a hedge or statement shrub. Plus, it attracts hummingbirds and butterflies, making your garden feel more alive. White daisies, the cheerful classic. You can never go wrong with white daisies. They're simple, joyful, and low maintenance. The contrast between their bright white petals and yellow centers makes any garden feel sunny and fresh. They thrive in full sun and bloom continuously through spring and summer. Use them to line pathways, fill borders, or plant in pots. They also make fantastic cut flowers that last long in vases. White camellia, the winter beauty. When most flowers fade in winter, white camellias take center stage. Their rose-like blooms appear in late winter or early spring, brightening gloomy days. Camellias prefer partial shade and acidic, well-drained soil. Their glossy evergreen leaves keep them attractive year-round, and their blooms symbolize admiration and perfection, ideal for elegant or Japanese-style gardens. 11. White azalea, soft spring blooms. White azaleas are beloved for their cloud-like clusters of trumpet-shaped blooms. They appear in early spring, often before the leaves fully open, creating a dazzling display. They thrive in acidic soil and shaded areas, making them perfect for planting under trees or along north-facing walls. Their soft look blends beautifully with pinks, purples, and greens in a layered landscape. White orchid, exotic elegance. If sophistication had a flower, it would be the white orchid. Its delicate, symmetrical blooms symbolize purity and luxury. White orchids thrive in bright but indirect sunlight, humidity, and well-draining soil. They're perfect for shaded patios, greenhouses, or indoor displays. When they bloom, they can last for weeks, adding elegance and calm to any space. Snowdrops, the first sign of spring. Snowdrops are among the earliest bloomers, often pushing through the snow to announce spring's arrival. Their nodding white flowers look like tiny lanterns hanging from slender stems. They thrive in cool climates and partial shade. Snowdrops look best in groups along walkways, beneath trees, or naturalized in lawns, giving your garden that storybook feel. White petunia, the endless bloomer. If you want constant color, go for white petunias. They bloom from spring until frost and come in both trailing and upright varieties. They love full sun and well-drained soil, making them great for hanging baskets, borders, and containers. Their clean white color pairs beautifully with pastels or deep hues, creating a balanced, cohesive garden look. White lilies, majestic and fragrant. Few flowers rival the majesty of white lilies. With their trumpet-shaped blooms and intoxicating scent, they symbolize purity and renewal. They prefer sunny spots with rich, well-drained soil. Plant them in groups for dramatic effect, they'll bloom in early to midsummer. Their long stems also make them perfect for bouquets and floral arrangements. 16. White begonia, shade-loving charm. If your garden has shady corners, white begonias are your go-to. Their soft, waxy petals and lush green leaves brighten up dark spots beautifully. They do well in containers, hanging baskets, and garden beds. Begonias bloom continuously through summer, and their subtle beauty adds a gentle romantic touch to any space. Baby's breath, Gypsophila, the cloud flower. Often used in floral arrangements, baby's breath also looks magical in the garden. Its tiny white blooms form delicate, cloud-like clusters that sway gracefully in the breeze. It thrives in full sun and well-drained soil. Use it as a border filler or to soften the look of larger, bolder blooms. It's also drought-tolerant and very low maintenance. White phlox, the butterfly magnet. Phlox brings a carpet of white blooms that attract butterflies and hummingbirds all summer long. Its clusters of flowers give off a light, sweet fragrance. It thrives in full sun to partial shade and prefers moist but well-drained soil. You can grow creeping phlox for ground cover or tall garden phlox for vibrant flower beds. White marigold, the rare beauty. Surprised? Yes, white marigolds exist. Varieties like French vanilla and snowball offer a unique twist on this classic flower. They're hardy, pest-resistant, and bloom from spring to fall. Plant them in sunny areas, and they'll reward you with long-lasting blooms that add brightness and balance to colorful garden beds. White zinnia, the sun lover. Lastly, white zinnias are the perfect summer bloomers. They love full sun and bloom non-stop, even in hot, dry conditions. Their layered petals give a lush, full look, and they attract butterflies. Zinnias are ideal for adding brightness to garden beds, borders, or pots, and they make excellent cut flowers for indoor vases. And there you have it, 20 stunning white flowers that can turn your garden into a peaceful paradise. From the bold white hibiscus to the delicate lily of the valley, each one adds a special touch of grace, calm, and elegance. White flowers never go out of style, they glow beautifully in sunlight, shimmer under moonlight, and blend effortlessly with any color scheme. So tell me in the comments, which of these white blooms are you planning to plant in your garden? Cherry blossom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more gardening inspiration. And remember, your garden isn't just a space, it's your personal sanctuary. Fill it with flowers that bring peace to your heart and beauty to your days.